Hello friends, after completing the basic concept of discharge of fluid and this concept of fluid, this continuity equation in one dimension, and now we will study what is the continuity equation in three dimensions. And for studying the continuity equation in three dimensions, we have to first made the we have to first sketch the fluid element in three-dimensional view. That is, we have to have draw a cuboid of dimensions dx, dy, and dz. You can look on this diagram clearly. That is, it is a cuboid form of fluid element in three dimensions, having dimensions dx along x-axis and dy along y-axis and dz along z-axis, or it is dimensions. And this is the left face, and this is the right face, and this is the top face, and this is the bottom face. So I have made a shade. This inlet face and exit face has been made shaded so that you can clearly understand where this fluid of element is enters and where it leaves. So this is portion, this shaded portion represents the inlet of the fluid, and this shaded portion represents the outlet of the fluid. And the mass flow rate, I already told you that it is represented by m1 m dot. So m1 dot represents the mass flow rate of the fluid entering this phase, that is DADEH. And the mass of fluid leaving the phase, that is BCFG, is represented by m2 dot. Okay. So let V, U, and W, this I have written here, U, V, and W, they represent the velocity of the fluid along in this fluid element, velocity of the fluid along three respective coordinate directions, that is along x-axis and y-axis. So U represents the velocity along x-axis, and V represents the velocity of the fluid element along y-axis, and W represents the velocity of the fluid along z-axis respectively. ठीक है. So उसके बाद हम what we have to do, हमें क्या करना है? So we have to apply the same concept that fluid, this continuity equation of fluid dynamics in this one direction, we have to apply in three dimensions now. So that is same concept applies here, that is conservation of mass. And so before that we have to suppose this mass of fluid entering the phase, जो mass यहाँ पे fluid को enter करता है along that is along the phase AEHD, that this is the inlet, this is called inlet of this this fluid element. And so the mass m1 dot, this entering in this fluid element, this inlet, this are along this phase along the x direction. So you have to take care about the direction of the fluid element. So it is entering along the x direction, that is x direction I have shown, right? This perpendicular to this phase. So the fluid, or the mass of fluid entering in this phase, through this phase, at the right angle or along the x direction. So that mass of the fluid along in this phase ADHE per second. So this mass rate of the fluid entering this phase is equal to density into velocity into area of this part, that is this area of this section, this inlet, this phase. So ये आपको पहले ही मैंने बोला है, this is equal to rho velocity and area of cross section. So rho is the density of the fluid, and U represents the velocity along x direction, that I already told you. And what will be the area of this part, this section, that is equal to, it is this dy into dz. ठीक है. So the area of this section will be equal to dy into dz. That is, it is a rectangular form, so its area will be length into breadth. ठीक है. So this will be the mass of the fluid, this entering this section, that is rho U dy dz. And now mass of the fluid leaving the phase BGF, BCGF, that is this part. So इस part में mass कितना left करेगा, that is how much the fluid left through this part, or that is outlet of this fluid element. So mass of the fluid leaving this outlet of the fluid, or leaving this phase, that is called that is m2 dot. How can we calculate that? So it is the per second, that is mass flow rate. It is equal to rho U dy dz. First it is equal to rho U dy dz, that is same that I have calculated at this entering part, plus dou by dou z of rho u dy dz into dx. So it is Taylor's equation actually here is applied here, that I have already just told you the concept about the Taylor's series. I will repeat again so for your easiness, so that you can understand. So let us see here that what is actually Taylor's series. Suppose f is a function, and then we can say that if f is a function, then we can say that f into f of x plus dx is the small increment in the domain of x. So f plus dx is equal to f of x plus dou by dou x of f of x into dx. ठीक है, so this is the dou represents partial differentiation. ठीक है, so this is the actually Taylor series. So if this Taylor series applied for this section, that is section right section, that is leaving section of the fluid, if we apply, because this on this right section or the fluid and leaving the section, there will be gain in the mass of the fluid. Okay, so there will be gain of the mass of the fluid, so that is the fluid coming on through this section will not be equal to the mass of the fluid that leaving the section, so there will be gain in the mass of the fluid. So that is why there will be the mass flow rate at outlet will not be equal to the mass flow rate inlet. So the mass flow rate outlet will be different, and it will be more than the mass flow rate inlet. So that is why if f of x will be equal to here rho u dy dz, that is the mass flow rate at inlet. So that we can say that f of rho u dy dz plus dm, that means it is the extra mass gained at by the fluid at the outlet, so that will be equal to the mass of the fluid leaving the outlet. So in simple words, we can say that the mass flow rate at outlet is equal to rho u dy dz into dou by dou x of rho u dy dz. So first part is that is this is the it represents the mass flow rate at inlet, and plus this is the extra mass flow rate at outlet gained by the fluid at outlet. Okay, so this is the extra mass gained by the fluid at outlet, and this was the mass flow rate at inlet. So mass flow rate at outlet will be equal to mass flow rate in inlet plus extra mass gained by the fluid at outlet, that is equal to dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. So this is actually this calculated from using the Taylor series. Okay, so this was about the what is the mass flow rate at outlet. Now we will proceed further. So the mass of the fluid leaving the phase BCGF, that is this phase, that is equal to, जो मैंने यहाँ पे भी दिखाया आपको, that is equal to rho u dy dz plus dou by dou x of rho u dy dz into dx. So first we are calculating mass flow rate along x direction. So now the change in the mass per second by the fluid element along x direction. अब mass में कितनी change आएंगी when in the fluid rate and the mass flow rate? What is the change in the mass flow rate when the fluid and from the entering to leaving, that is along the x direction, that when the fluid enters from this area to this area, when the fluid flows from this area to this area, and or when the fluid comes and leaves along this direction, what will be the gain in mass and what will be the change in mass, that finally will be equal to that is mass flow rate at inlet minus mass flow rate at outlet. So we can say that the net change in the mass per second by the fuel element along the x direction will be equal to rho u dy dz, that is the mass flow rate at this inlet minus the mass flow rate outlet. ठीक है, so this minus this will be equal to the net mass flow rate along the x direction. ठीक है, finally if we proceed it what will the again will be equal to, इसको हम थोड़ा calculate करेंगे. So if we represent this mass flow change in mass flow rate along this x direction by m dot x, suppose m dot x represents the change in mass flow rate of the fluid along x direction, then it will be equal to, after calculating this, it will be equal to minus dou by dou x of rho u into dy dz into dx. ठीक है, so finally it will be equal to minus dou by dou x into rho u into dx dy dz. So keep this dx dy dz separate. ठीक है, so dx dy dz are constant because it represents the corresponding dimensions of the fluid element. ठीक है, so इसको constant हम मान सकते हैं. So now again similarly अगर हम अब y direction की तरफ, if we calculate the mass flow change in mass flow rate, net change in mass flow rate along y direction, we can say from according to this equation we can say that that will be equal to minus dou by dou x dou by dou y into rho v into dx dy dz. So यहाँ पे सिर्फ change इसमें आएगी because here you have written x, so you have to written here y, and you have written here u, you have to written here v. ठीक है, So that means only there will be changes in the velocity and the this x and y component. ठीक है. So similarly mass, net change in mass per second along z direction will be equal to minus dou by dou z into rho w into dy dx dy and dz. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे जो w है it represents the velocity of the fluid along the z direction. ठीक है. V represents along y direction and u represents along x direction. ठीक है. So these are the three equations that represents the mass net change, net mass flow rate or net change in mass flow rate along the three respective directions. ठीक है. Now what will be the total change in mass per second by the fluid element? So total change in mass element, in the mass per second by the fluid element, what will be that will be equal to, we can add all these terms. So when we add all these terms, that gives you the net change in mass per second by the fluid element along three respective directions. So adding these three terms, that is minus dou by dou x of rho v into dx dy dz and this. ठीक है. So इन तीन टर्मों को हम ऐड करेंगे. So we can say this, that will be equal to so and take this dy dx and dz common and also take minus common. So this equation first represent this as equation first. So this gives you the this total change in mass per second by the fluid element along three directions, along three respective coordinate systems. ठीक है. Now अगर आप इसको फिर से रिपीट करेंगे यहाँ पे, if we can say here total mass of the fluid in the mass of fluid in the element, फ्लूइड में जो फ्लूइड एलिमेंट है जो हमने लिया अभी, जो इन क्यूबाइड फॉर्म, इसमें जो फ्लूइड होगा वो इसका मास कितना होगा एक्चुअली, व्हाट विल द टोटल हियर, टोटल मास ऑफ द फ्लूइड इन द एलिमेंट, व्हाट विल बी इक्वल टू, इट इज इक्वल टू डेंसिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम, एज यू ऑलरेडी नो मास इज इक्वल टू डेंसिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम. सो ऑन द बेस ऑफ दैट इक्वेशन यू कैन सी द टोटल मास ऑफ द फ्लूइड इन द एलिमेंट इज इक्वल टू रो इनटू एंड डी एक्स डी वाई डी जेड रिप्रेजेंट्स द वॉल्यूम. ठीक है. सो रो इनटू डी एक्स डी वाई रिप्रेजेंट द मास ऑफ द फ्लूइड इन द एलिमेंट. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट विल द चेंज इन दिस मास ऑफ द फ्लूइड एलिमेंट, what will be the change or with respect to time? So we can say rate of increase of mass or rate of increase of mass with time is equal to rho by rho t. So differentiate with respect to time, so dou by dou t of rho into dx dy dz. ठीक है. So you can also write this as dou by dou rho by dou t. So density को आप बाहर ले लो, dou rho by dou t into dx dy dz. ठीक है. So this is the rate of change of mass with time. ठीक है. So to keep this as equation second. ठीक है. Now both equations first and second represent the change in mass in the fluid element or gain in mass of the fluid element of the fluid element along three dimensions. So equating these two equations, that is first and second, and we can say when we equate these two equations, so that this will be equal to this equation first will be equal to equation second, because both equations has same meaning, that they represent the change in mass or gain in mass with respect to time along three dimensions. So when we after made some changes in this equation finally will be equal to dou by dou x into rho u plus dou by dou y into rho v plus dou by dou z into rho w plus dou by dou t. ठीक है. So this is rho is the same, rows doesn't change, so it is the same for in every term, and here it is the differences. There in first term it is u, second term it is v, third term it is v, and u, v, w are the velocity components along three axes. So this is the general equation of the this general quantity equation along three dimensions. Now there are different cases that we have to apply for this quantity equation. Suppose this equation, what are the assumptions now in this quantity equation? This equation is valid for compressible flow, uniform and non-uniform flow, and viscous flow and unsteady flow. So these are the assumptions, or these are the applications of the quantity equations, that they are valid on these for under these criteria. Now what are the cases? Suppose if the fluid is incompressible, agar fluid incompressible hoga, that means the density is constant. If the fluid is incompressible, the density is constant. So equation third becomes in that case dou v by dou x plus dou v by dou y plus dou w by dou z, because density यहाँ पे common रहेगी, then it will be equal to 0. So this is the equation when the fluid is incompressible. अगर आप टू डायमेंशन की बात करें, if there will be two dimensional flow of the liquid fluid, so in that case you have to take W as 0, because then there will be no velocity component along third dimension, that along z direction W will be equal to 0. So the equation becomes then dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou z, dou v by dou y is equal to 0. ठीक है. So if the fluid is steady, अगर फ्लूइड स्टडी होगा, सो आपको पहले ही पता है, एज यू ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट व्हेन देन देयर इज अ स्टडी फ्लो, देन डेंसिटी डजंट चेंज, दैट डेंसिटी रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, सो डेंसिटी dou rho by dou t, it is differentiation with respect to time is equal to 0. So then equation this becomes dou by dou x of rho u plus dou by dou y of rho v plus dou by dou z of rho w is equal to 0. So this is the final equation that you obtained after in steady flow. So these are the cases of these various cases of these quantity equation, but the general equation you have to remember that this is this equation, that equation third you have to just remember. And I hope you will understand easily it from the notes I will send you. So thank you for this lecture.